When you find out that your competitor has just gotten a patent on one of your important products, it can be a pretty bad day. We get those calls all the time. What are we going to do about the fact that a competitor down the street now has a patent on one of our important products? There are options available to you at that point. Obviously, the first one is you could approach your competitor and seek a license. That's the simplest approach to addressing that, which may not be something you want to do, particularly if you're convinced that the patent shouldn't have been issued by the patent office. The first step you should take in looking at that patent is determining whether or not the patent itself actually covers your product. Engaging counsel to look at the patent and looking at your product to see if the patent actually speaks to your product is important. Because sometimes you will read a patent and a patent lawyer will read a patent and you'll get a different interpretation of what that patent actually prevents you from doing. So it's important to engage counsel to see if that patent, as actually issued by the patent office, which can change over time, actually is a big deal for you and your product line. If it is, then the next steps are to take a look at that patent to see whether or not there are reasons why that patent should not have been issued. In the first 9 months after issuance, there's a thing called the Postgrant review proceedings, which are available to competitors to challenge a patent that's been issued if there are reasons that the patent shouldn't have been issued. Oftentimes, you will know about things that were available in the industry, publications, patents, maybe your own, that speak to that particular product that weren't considered by the patent office during the prosecution of the original patent. The post-grant review proceedings provide you with a mechanism to bring that to the attention of the patent office. If it's a particularly important product and a particularly broad patent, it would be important to consider that as an option. And finally, if neither of those options are viable to you, you can obviously consider approaching your competitor for obtaining a license if that's something you think is available from that particular competitor. But just because your competitor has received a patent does not mean that it's the end of the world for that particular product.